candidate for governor, Representative Joe Dorman. Come forward.
First off, I want to say it's a great pleasure to be here with you today. As far as I can tell, I'm the only statewide candidate that's here tonight. That was a foolish mistake on all those people who were on the ballot to not be here tonight to visit with you. They should be here answering your questions and visiting with you, because this issue is one of the most important issues facing our state, if not the most important issue facing our state as far as a policy decision. I'll agree with Curtis. He talked about that. Education, by far, that investment in our future, that is the greatest importance. We have to make sure we provide those opportunities for those kids. And we've seen many policies from my opponent, Janet Barisi, over the last 4 years that have devastated our schools. But we're not here to talk about education tonight. We're here to discuss water policy. I want to ask my friend Jerry back here, my classmate. Jerry, have I ever voted bad on the water bill up there?
He's never turned me down.
Now, I want to give you a little bit of my background. I'm 44 years old. I'm from a small town called Rush Springs, Oklahoma. Before you get nervous about that being in western Oklahoma, I want to talk about some of the background I've had. Right out of college from Oklahoma State, I had the chance to go to the Capitol and work as a staff member. We've got a couple other former staff members over here, Senate candidates, one worked for U.S. Senator, one worked for Congressman. We learned a lot of tricks of the trade on how to do the job well in those positions. But I'll tell you the lessons I learned, starting in the mailroom of the House of Representatives here at the state, working my way into research and an executive position, was you have to work across the party lines, and you have to work with each other to find solutions. You have to find those common goals that are in the best interest for Oklahomans. Early on in those days as a staff member, I learned to recognize, you look at the talent of the individuals, of the people who are sent to that Capitol building to represent the best interests of their districts. And we've got a lot of good Republicans, and we've got a lot of good Democrats out there that work hard for their people. I learned early on as a legislator who to trust on water issues. We've got some good men up here that have been working hard. Representative Reniger sits right in front of me in the chamber. Representative McDaniel, he's one of the rising stars. We hate to lose him in the House. He's going to the Senate. He's going to make a fine senator. This man, as I said, my classmate, we worked up there for 12 years together. He has never steered me wrong. But there's another fellow up there we don't have any longer at the Capitol, a guy named Paul Roan. Paul was one of the champions to protect aquifers. And when those votes came up early on in our careers, Paul said, I need your help. It's important to protect the water in eastern Oklahoma. We can't afford to let other people have our water. It doesn't affect you as much in western Oklahoma, but I need your support. I was one of 2 western Oklahoma legislators that voted with my friend Paul Roan, voted with my friend Jerry Hills to make sure we protect the water in eastern Oklahoma. I've got a track record of doing what's right for all of Oklahoma. We've got to make sure that we protect our most precious natural resource. We've got to make sure that that water stays here in Oklahoma. We saw what Mary Fallon did with the Memorandum of Understanding. We need to have the accountability in place to make sure that Texas is not taking our water. We need to make sure that we protect against the sale, because you know what? I've heard, oh, it's going to be great for the economy. But once, I hate to use this tongue, once we open the floodgates and let that water start going to Texas, let me tell you something. Once they start getting an inch, they're going to take a mile. Because the courts are going to come in and say, you've already allowed them to have water for business interests. If they continue to grow their business interests, they've got that inch, and they're going to take that mile. We need to work to develop the industry in southern Oklahoma and southeastern Oklahoma. Why are we going to send water to help jobs in Tarrant County when we should bring those jobs to southern Oklahoma and southeastern Oklahoma? I'll let you apply for that. got to make sure that we have the leadership at the Capitol that's not bought and paid for by the special interests. Did I mention my opponent, Mary Fallon, received a maximum contribution to Farm Bureau? We've got to have individuals who will work for the people. We've got to have the individuals that will work to make the right appointments. The governor's main power is to appoint positions. Do you really trust Mary Fallon to appoint the membership to these boards and commissions? You need a leader in the office of governor that will work with our legislators, Democrats and Republicans, to make sure that we have the interests of Oklahoma, the best interests of Oklahoma at heart. I want to be your governor, a governor for all Oklahomans. It's our slogan on our campaign, but I wake up each and every day thinking about that message because it's long overdue that we've had a governor that doesn't forget about the people. All four corners and all points in between, not just that nice little radius around the state capitol building or the people that write the $5,000 checks. My opponents raised about $4 million. I've raised about $1.5 million. Folks, the last poll we saw showed this race is at a half-a-point difference. A half a point. We hear time and again that your vote counts. We hear it each and every election, how important it is for you to go and vote. Folks, this election, it matters. Your vote, the message you share with your friends on social media, the communication at church, talking at the coffee shop, you can make the difference in this election. And it's not just my election, it's going to be these other elections. Oklahoma deserves the best representation possible for every office, the local level, the county, the state, and the federal. When we have those single-digit percentages that go to the polls, I promise you, oftentimes we're not electing the best people. We need you to share that message. This organization is amazing the work you've done in the last several years. You've made a huge difference at the Capitol. And it's not just folks back here. They're tremendous leaders and workers, but you, each and every one of you that is a part of this organization, you're the ones making the difference out there in your communities to make sure that we protect the best interests of our state and our precious natural resources. We've got to make sure we protect against the pollution in aquifers. We've got to make sure and protect the interests. But we also have to have a governor that's going to work not from the top down, what we see at the state capitol, from the bottom up. Mayor, you know me, you know we'll work together. We're going to go out to the communities and we're going to listen to those local leaders, find out what problems they're facing, and overcome those obstacles. If we need to work through career tech to provide better job training, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make sure that we meet those needs and we find ways to attract those jobs. Or better yet, build up our small businesses. If we could double a small business from 10 to 20, we've certainly accomplished that goal of providing jobs. We've got to work hard to make sure that we move Oklahoma in the right direction. But we also can't forget to make sure that we listen to you and represent you and work hard for you. I don't see any of my constituents here from House District 65. It's been a pleasure to represent my district as a state representative. If you asked me a little over a year ago, I would have never imagined I would have been in this position. But the Lord takes you in strange places sometimes. And I truly hope that I can earn your vote, whether it be tomorrow or Saturday at the county election board, or on Tuesday at your normal polling place, because I'm going to look each and every one of you in the eye and promise you, I will work hard for you, I will fight for you, and I will not forget you. And I won't just come back in a campaign year and make idle promises. I'm going to work with your legislative leaders, municipal leaders, all our partners across the spectrum of government to make sure best possible representation for you. Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight with you. I hope I can earn your vote. I hope I can have the opportunity to serve you as your governor. And again, thank you for taking the time off to come out here this evening, listen to the candidates, and share your ideas. It makes a difference for you being here tonight. Thank you very much.